2023. I've been thinking a lot about who I am without work, which was a really big theme for 2023. But even though that was a theme, like it was very much like who am I without like a human job, a muggle job. And I was sold on the idea that my business as a healer would work. And I tried everything to make it work and poured my whole heart in everything that I was doing. And this year, especially the last few weeks, I've stopped talking about my business. I really don't know if it's going to work or not. I just can't try anymore. I deleted almost everything from my social media. And I've been thinking about when I'll be ready to show up again on social media and how that will be and how to make it easier, which in turn turns it into how to be more authentic and not try so hard in order to create something that will be successful and create something that will be seen positively and create the right thing instead of the wrong thing and create the thing that will get views and comments and DMs and that's what I've been trying to do, and I've literally gotten no return. And so now that I'm really sitting in this empty room, I've been thinking a lot about how and if and do I even want to show up again. I want to be a healer. I want to be seen for my abilities, and I want to be my own boss, but it just hasn't worked. That's kind of what I've been thinking about with the last 2 lessons, and how even when I thought I wasn't forcing, I was forcing, but I don't know how to do it differently, especially with a positive mindset. I feel like I lost everything. I feel like a failure. I feel like nothing is working, and because it isn't, I'm not being delusional in saying that nothing is working. And so how can I have that be my truth while also remaining positive and forward thinking and manifesting and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I really don't have answers. I've been really positive, since losing my job in April. And even before then, when I knew I was losing it with the notice, I was so positive. I would tell Bruce that, this is a good thing. Maybe this is my time for my business, or, this is a good thing. I'm going to get a job that pays so much more. I'm going to love it even more than this one. It'll be fine. I kept that mindset the whole time until about December. And shit's getting real, and my positive mindset didn't do anything for me. All my hard work, I haven't received any reward. And especially with yesterday's message about, or I guess the first day, about easy. Doing things with ease. I don't know. I've always known that I make things harder than they need to be. But it's an interesting and complex thing to deconstruct because I do it very unconsciously. I don't realize I'm making things harder. I don't realize that I'm making things more complicated than they need to be because I just see the end goal and I can imagine the results that I want. And then I do the things that I think I need in order to get those results. But I think it's focusing on the results is what is making me complicate the game plan, perhaps. Me focusing on the end result is what is making me choose things and strategies that aren't necessarily in alignment, perhaps. But it's never not in alignment in an obvious way. Okay, let's channel. It's not about doing things right or wrong. There is no right and wrong, which I know can be confusing because if there's no right and wrong, then you can't do wrong, right? But really, there is only what is for you and what isn't. What makes you happy and what doesn't. What brings you peace and what doesn't. What makes you laugh and what doesn't. Just like a joke that you think is hilarious might not land with someone else. And there isn't judgment for that person or for you. It's just what it is. That joke was for you. It was not for them. And it's about choosing and allowing things that are for you into your life. And doing this in a very conscious way. It will require you to take things more slowly than you would like. Especially with your Gemini moon and all your other Gemini and Capricorn placements. However, the slowness will invite confidence and assurance and grace and ease. You've been learning how to be slow for a long time now. And just for a little bit longer, we're inviting you to become even slower. To look out the window and see what is there. Just waiting for you to notice it. There is no good or bad, right or wrong. There are only choices. And if you feel like you are on the wrong path, all it takes is one new choice. It takes conscious awareness to look at the situation as a whole, examining it and saying, I don't choose this anymore. I choose this new other thing. Or in some cases, allowing the thing that is meant for you choose you. You're allowed to sit and wait while you invite something else in. And this might be the most frustrating thing of all for you. Because if you are not doing, if you are not going, if you are not conquering, then it won't be yours, right? But that is not the case. Your life and the things you want are not colonies to be conquered. Sometimes you are allowed to sit and wait for the right thing to fall in your lap. Literally, I could feel your doubt. But it happens every day. Allow things to come to you. Invite them. As you sit cross-legged on the floor in your home, and invite what you want in with open ears and open eyes, observing what is around you, noticing the subtle shifts and changes, noticing what passes by, what is in alignment and what isn't. Be slow and notice. By trying to go faster, you will miss so many other opportunities that were meant for you. As if you are in a train car just passing everything by because you didn't want to walk. When you learn to walk, you can notice the detours that excite you more than the original planned destination. And when you walk, you can make the new choice to do something else. It's when you walk, when you can find what is in alignment. The trip may take hours, more than planned, or more than ideal, more than makes you comfortable. But by taking the train that, say, will get you in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, you are missing everything between those destinations. You are missing everything because you're going too fast to notice anything within your surroundings. Going fast is incredibly glamorized and unnecessary. If you are an author, you are an author. That is it. It does not matter if you wrote your book in 3 months or 3 years. You are still an author. And in fact, as you well know, the person who writes their book in 3 months probably isn't as well thought out or built as the person who took 3 years, correct? The person who took the time to analyze the characters and the scenery and the plot points and the shifts and the changes to bring about the best conclusion to the story. It isn't about how fast you get there. It's about the journey. To be cliche,